Are you dreaming about a life here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, but you're so overwhelmed, don't know which area to look at first, and really don't know enough about the community post University of Alabama and college days? Well, guess what? I'm Mary Harmon Young. I'm a realtor here in Tuscaloosa, and I'm going to go deep into some of my favorites, all the details, everything from parks to restaurants, weather, culture, and everything in between. So let me guide you through it. Let's jump in. So I want to go over an overview of some of the best, most popular areas in the Tuscaloosa community. First and foremost, we have downtown Tuscaloosa. This is going to be where you are able to walk to anything and everything you want to go to, whether it's shops, restaurants, nightlife, cultural attractions like the Riverwalk and the Farmers Market and all the events that the city puts on. Across the river, you'll find Northport. This is a much more family-friendly area. We've got lots of parks mixed in. We do have smaller schools through the county school system. You have a suburban feel, yet you're really still about 5 or 10 minutes, depending on where you are in Northport, back to downtown Tuscaloosa. North of the river, you're going to find more upscale homes with ample amenities and beautiful sceneries. A lot of these neighborhoods offer new construction, swimming pools in the neighborhoods, larger lots, and lots of things that you would want within the city school system. On the other side of the county, we have 69 South. These homes are typically more your entry-level homes with affordable pricing ranging anywhere from $200 all the way up. They have lots of diverse housing options because we are closer to the Fire College as well as Shelton State. So you're going to see a few apartments mixed in with the homes on that side of town. This area is also in the Tuscaloosa County school system. On the opposite side, we have Lake Tuscaloosa. This is a mix of both city and county areas as well as school systems. We are starting to see some townhomes and condos also popping up on these beautiful lakeside properties. So let's talk about the Tuscaloosa housing market insights. Because we have such a large university presence between Shelton, Stillman, the Fire College, and of course the University of Alabama, we do offer a variety of rental options, whether it's condos, apartments, as well as houses. You'll see anything from short-term rentals that can be upwards of $1,000 a night to your average yearly rental that is about $600 a bedroom if you're not walking to campus, and can be all the way up to $1,000 a bedroom if you're right next to the stadium. We have an average price point here right around $300,000 depending on what part of the year you're looking at. But with that being said, we do have condos all the way down into the high 100s and around 200,000s, and we have properties all the way up to over $1 million, whether they are right next to the stadium or on beautiful Lake Tuscaloosa. As far as working with an agent, it is so important. Alabama is a little bit strange that we are a caveat emptor state. What that means is that we are a buyer beware state and we have no disclosures from the sellers. So it's going to be so important for you as a buyer to have somebody to hold your hand, walk you through the process, talk to you about the nuances that Alabama real estate has, and really just be your eyes and ears on the ground as we get through the process. I'm Mary Harmon Young. I'm a realtor here in West Alabama with EXP. I'm born and raised, grew up literally in the shadows of Bryant-Denny Stadium, and have been a realtor now for almost 15 years. And I would love to help walk you through the process, earn your business and your trust. So you may have heard some myths and some probably not so great things about our local school systems. While we do have I think we're the second lowest property taxes in the country, unfortunately that does sometimes affect some of our scores in our public school systems because we don't quite have as much money as some other states to work with. We do have both a city school program as well as a county school systems. We are starting to see new schools pops up further and further out into the county as the Tuscaloosa area is growing. Within the city of Tuscaloosa, we have 3 high schools, and right now I believe we have 5 high schools in the county. We do have lots of options, both in our private school system, both religious as well as academic private schools. Probably the ones you're going to hear most are Tuscaloosa Academy, the Capital School, American Christian Academy, and Holy Spirit. American Christian Academy and Holy Spirit are our 2 religious options, and the Capital School is an international and Montessori school, and Tuscaloosa Academy is a prep school. On a higher education level, you can't find more options than you can't see here in Tuscaloosa. We have Stillman College, which is an HBCU. We have the Alabama Fire College, We have the Shelton State Community College, which is probably best known for their nursing program as well as their cars and electronics, because they help provide jobs for all of our many suppliers and Mercedes that we have. And then, of course, we have the University of Alabama, which offers a great undergrad program as well as a law school as well. One of my favorite things about our Tuscaloosa area is all of the community events and involvement that we are known for. So probably some of our most favorite things besides the University of Alabama sporting events is probably the Kentuck Arts Festival. It is a nationwide arts festival that's been going on for years and years, where we have artists from all over the country who are typically more of the folk art that come. It is typically on a Saturday weekend in the fall, and it is something I have gone to my entire life and I love. We also have lots of events, both sporting. Not the university way though. We have like triathlons because we have the beautiful Black Warrior River in the middle. We also have some great hiking and things. So we have a lot of nationwide events that come in and do running, biking, as well as swimming, because it's all so close together. Of course, on an Alabama Saturday in the fall, you are going to find, 250,000 people here cheering on their favorite teams. The city of Tuscaloosa has done so good to offer some family-friendly events throughout the year. In the winter, we do have the ice skating rink downtown, and in the spring, during May and June, we have Live at the Plaza, where they bring in live music, shut down the roads, have food trucks, and it is just an event that everybody's going to want to be at, where there's, you can see the kids running around, dancing, blowing bubbles. It is one of our favorite things that we do as a family, and sometimes it's great for date nights too. There's lots of religious presence here in West Alabama. We have, I think it's something like 155 churches. We also have a mosque. We have a mix of all different religions that you will see here and that are welcomed and encouraged, because we have such an international presence, not only through the university, but also with Mercedes and all of its suppliers. There are lots of local charities and ways to get involved, anything from VFWs to the Freemasons, as well as different clubs and stuff on campus as well. So let's talk about healthcare here in the Tuscaloosa area. We have the DCH Regional Medical Center. Through them, we also have two other hospitals. We have the Northport Medical Center as well as the Fayette. DCH Regional is the actual trauma center. We do have lots of different clinics all throughout, from pediatrics to a oncology center. And so we have a lot of options that you can have. If you were looking for something more specific or just want different opinions, we are only about 45 minutes from the UAB Health System, which is in Birmingham, which is a teaching hospital and also has a children's hospital. We also have lots of pharmacies and OTs and all sorts of therapies that you can find throughout Tuscaloosa, which is very convenient, unfortunately, when you need it. As far as transportation goes, we do not have a ton of public transit. We do technically have a bus, but very few people use it. It is not extremely reliable. We do have an Amtrak train that drops off here. It is most known for taking people down to New Orleans for football games. We are only about 45 minutes to Birmingham, so if you really wanted to get to a really big city center, it's not too far from there. We are about 2.5 hours away from Atlanta, and then about 4 hours from the coast. So to get to the beach is not that long. So we're a really good location with, an easy weekend or day trips that you may want to do. We do have dedicated bike path and bike sharing options, as well as walkable neighborhoods all throughout the city. Our Parks and Recreation has done a really great job of offering different kind of mountain biking options and things like that anybody may want to know about in our community. So we have a great affordability with our utilities. I hear people moving here all the time bragging about our prices, whether it's for electricity, water, gas, or whatever you may need. Our City of Tuscaloosa does offer trash pickup as well as recycling. In Northport, they do offer recycling, but the trash pickup is actually in the county through Waste Management. The water companies here in West Alabama are probably going to be the one that give you the most thorn in your sides, as they have not gotten forth to the 21st century. So you do unfortunately have to take your deed and closing documents in person to set up any of your water accounts here in West Alabama. So you may be thinking, what would I do if I moved to Tuscaloosa? What are my job options? And let me tell you, some of these may surprise you. Not only do we have some of our major employers that you probably are aware of, which is the University of Alabama, Shelton State, and the Mercedes-Benz plant, but beyond that, we also have 46 different international suppliers that provide things for Mercedes when they're building the cars. We also have the DCH health systems through our 3 hospitals that they provide, but more importantly, we also have things like Nucor Steel, Hunt Oil, BF Goodrich. So we have lots of options that you may not realize are in the West Alabama area that are constantly hiring and provide stable jobs as well as a stable economy for our area. One of the things that Tuscaloosa does a great job of is offering things to do on the weekend, especially outside. Not only do we have the Black Warrior River and Lake Tuscaloosa where you can rent a boat and hang out, but we also have some great parks both with water as well as with just green spaces. Snowhinton Park is currently undergoing a great renovation, but it has some parks and playgrounds there. Para facilities are throughout the county. They offer indoor pools, indoor rock climbing walls, and then you also can go down to Lake Lurleen State Park where you can get in paddle boards or do all sorts of fishing. At Lake Nickel, you'll see people jumping into the water, swimming, just fishing, enjoying, hiking all around the outdoors. As far as museums go, we have the Alabama Museum of Natural History on campus where you can find what I still call dinosaurs. I'm not exactly sure what all they have, but it's all the things that they have uncovered while they were building and growing all throughout Alabama. We have Capitol Park, which is the ruins of the old state capitol building, as well as the Moundville Museum right outside in the county, which is our Native American museum and all about our area, because after all, we are named after Chief Tuscaloosa, who was a Indian chief years ago here along the Black Warrior River. We have a vibrant live music scene here in Tuscaloosa at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater. We also have the Bama Theater, as well as some concert halls on campus and sometimes even at the fraternity and sorority houses. We have lots of restaurants and breweries and nightlife options throughout, both close to campus and away from campus. So if you live here full time and you don't quite want to compete with the traffic and some of the college kids downtown, there's lots of options away from campus as well. One of the downfalls that some people may say about Tuscaloosa is it is hot, and humid. So it is going to easily reach 100 very early in the year, sometimes even as early as May, and it is going to stay hot really through some of the football games in September and sometimes even into October. But it also is going to get cold. We probably have anywhere of 3 to 4 days a year where there is a chance of flurries. Won't necessarily use the word snows, but I do remember several times in my life when it has snowed and we have had true snow and not just flurries. Because we are so close to the Gulf Coast, we do get some of the side effects of hurricanes, and we are located in what is now known as the Dixie Alley, where we see tornadoes during the spring in April and May, as well as sometimes around Thanksgiving and Christmas. But don't be too scared of tornadoes. I have a video to tell you all about tornadoes and what you can do to keep your family and friends safe. So there's lots of amenities you'll find here in Tuscaloosa that hopefully will make your time here as easy and smooth and welcoming. We have some shopping both at University Mall and Midtown Village. We have lots of boutique shops all around town. I have some favorite ones that I can certainly recommend to you. We have lots of gyms. We have everything from kind of like your Planet Fitness to local gyms, as well as yoga studios, biking studios, and everything in between. We also have 2 different country clubs, Indian Hills Country Club, as well as North River Yacht Club, which not only offers gyms, but also offers tennis, pickleball, and golfing. We have lots of after-school programs, both at the schools as well as throughout the community. We have lots of daycare options, everything ranging from your just basic daycare stuff all the way up to Montessori programs. The summers here are known for all different camps. You can take some art lessons down at the art garage. You can take sports camps from Nick Saban himself, or you can just take your regular daily camps that are fun in the summer through our para. Now, I've probably given you so much information about Tuscaloosa that you don't even know where to go to next. So hopefully this has helped give you just an overview and a comprehensive guide all about Tuscaloosa and makes you want to know more. Well, guess what? I have it for you. There's lots of different videos I have here on my YouTube channel that really goes in depth on each of these, gives you some of my personal favorites, personal recommendations, and tells you all that you might even ever want to know about Tuscaloosa. I hope to see you here soon. And if you come, feel free to reach out. Would love to tell you my favorite restaurant, even say hi and show you around the Tuscaloosa area.